Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be jumping straight into Cardano ADA. There is a lot to talk about today, a lot of bullish news as well as bearish looks into the future of Cardano. I do believe realistically we are still in a manipulation kind of FUD stage that we've, kind of known that we've been in for a little bit, continuing to look a little bearish, and I do think that's okay. We've seen a lot of bigger and worse things in the past, and I do think realistically Cardano is doing a very, very good job at kind of withstanding this. So let's jump into Cardano and look at the last 24 hours being about a 2% decrease, the last week being about a 10% decrease, and the last month being about a 23% decrease. Continuing to see decreases across the board. However, Cardano still at $1.20, still doing fairly well, and I want to talk about really the rest of the market. So right now we are seeing a 2.47% decrease across the board in the last 24 hours, which is larger than the 24-hour period for Cardano and its losses. So we are continuing to see Cardano on the lower side when it comes to losses and the higher side when it comes to gains. So let's talk about the last month. If we take a look at the last month across the market, we can actually see that there is 20% decreases across the board here. Cardano only 3% decreased, I guess 3% more of a decrease than Bitcoin, which is pretty substantial, and it actually shows Cardano as only a about a 2% increase compared to Ethereum, which is pretty crazy to see Cardano at 23% of a decrease in the last month and Ethereum at a 25.3% decrease. So we are seeing Cardano do very, very well with standing against some of these, rougher months. And you can go down the list and actually see, there's quite a bit of them. VeChain and, Theta doing 30 to 40 to 50% decreases across the last month. So let's jump into this tweet here. So as for decentralization, the most important thing is to change the functioning of the current centralized entities. Cardano will make it possible to decentralize not only PayPal or central banks, but also commercial banks or other authorities. So this kind of just explains, really the importance of decentralization and what Cardano's functions and utility really provide for the ecosystem as a whole. And I will say, guys, realistically, Cardano is going to continue to do big things in the future. We know smart contracts is coming. We know bigger plans and bigger things are also on the board and on the table for the future. So as we move forward, we will keep you guys up to date with price predictions as well as obviously crypto news and information. So make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. As we move forward, we also see the Cardano_whale, ADA whale, actually talking about when markets get like this, ADA is under assault, and Twitter full of 100K accounts are shorting it. We're obviously down, but holding the line while other coins are down 75%. That's a testament to our community, and they may never admit it, but it frustrates the shorters endlessly. And I'm sure it does. Realistically, they're attacking a weak link here, obviously being an altcoin and expecting huge gains during these kind of markets, and they're not getting exactly what they want, and that's what he talks about here. So they could have just shorted Bitcoin instead. Shorting a coin like ADA that could spike up 30% at any moment is risky business, and you want to be compensated for that. They used to be, but for now, they haven't been, and they're sweating. So, ADA Whale's pretty happy about this, obviously holding a lot of ADA himself, I'm sure, or herself, I'm not sure exactly. But, realistically, we are seeing this take place across the market, obviously, with Cardano right now. We also jump into Cardano community. We take great pride in driving transparency. So here's a little update on improvements to the Cardano Foundation's wallet structure. So they do have a little update on the wallet structure and how it all goes through. And little improvements really to the Cardano Foundation wallet altogether. We're not going to jump too much into it, but like I said, the wallets that became invisible when we moved the funds were created before and delegated to with a different random draw in the past. So they kind of just updated a few different things, and they created 10 new wallets in Euro as a part of our operational optimization strategy. So this will allow us to separate our payment and delegation keys, which is a key value proposition of the Cardano infrastructure. So we want to talk a little bit more about what's coming and what's been going on. So that's going to be right here with the press release that came out July 14th. We saw cryptocurrency is traditionally the reserve of the tech elite, but now Save the Children in Rwanda has embarked on a new project that aims to ensure the gains associated with blockchain reach the world's most vulnerable children. As we move forward a little bit more, we're not going to jump into that article. It is a great, article if you want to take a look for yourself, and it talks a little bit more about this exact, scenario. But next, we see Grayscale on board, Bitwise on board. You can buy ADA Cardano on Coinbase, and Cardano is nearly ready to be a social and financial operating system. Obviously, we've been all wanting these things for a while, and we got them this year. So we are continuing to see, very, very bullish outlook into, what Cardano may be in that bull market part two, or even, realistically the next bull market after that. So do expect big, profits to be made here in the near future. We also saw CardStarter Labs is thrilled to announce Hack Cardano. So in coordination with IOHK Media and the Cardano Foundation themselves, you see CardStarter will be hosting this event, which brings focus to the blossoming ecosystem of new projects building on Cardano. I think this is very, very important, obviously, continuing to really accept new projects and not just accept them, but really push them to do better. And we see that with the first place prize of 100K, second place prize of 70K, and third place prize of 50K. So definitely a big, opportunity for a lot of new people jumping into the Cardano ecosystem with their projects. We also have a tweet of mine recently. I just tweeted this out because I thought this was definitely something I thought of recently, is buying Link at $15 feels like stealing. What are you guys accumulating during this amazing downturn? Obviously, it's only amazing if it goes back up, and in time, I believe it will go back up without a problem. I think we will get back to that bull market part two. And realistically, buying Link, like I said, at $15 is just straight up, feeling so good right now. As we see a 15.55 right now, I bought it here at about, what I bought it this morning. I think I bought it at 15.25, 15.35, something around there. It was probably 15.25 here at 7:30 a.m. That sounds about right. 15.25, July 16th, 7:30 a.m. And now it's 15.55. I do expect it to continue this volatility, maybe even drop below $15. But realistically, buying close to the bottom is good enough for me. So as we move forward, I do think we are going to see a lot of people buying in. And I think Cardano is one of those coins that is one of your safer bets buying in on these dips, because we are always going to see, in my opinion, Cardano continue to push farther and farther up. So we're going to talk about Cardano price prediction wise, where we're going to see it by the end of the year and by the end of the bull market. So starting out with the end of the year, obviously a lot of opportunities for big time growth. I think because of the utility provided by Cardano and really the future of Cardano and all the projects that come along with it, we could easily see Cardano by the end of the year pushing closer to about a $3 to $5 mark. Realistically, by the end of the bull market, we could even see a $7 to $10 mark. However, it definitely depends on when we see that bull market part two really come into play. A lot of people suggesting late September like me, or, some people even suggesting earlier, even later. So realistically, if we do start, late September or even, maybe the beginning of October, I do see realistically us pushing to a, $7 to $10 price point by the end of that bull market. But by the end of the year, I don't know if we'll have enough time to really get to that $7 to $10 mark. I think realistically we'd see about a $3 to $5 Cardano ADA by the end of the year. So it's a very, very exciting time right now as we continue to see these lowest lows and really getting an opportunity to buy in for the maximum profit at the end of the year. So we'll continue to see and keep you guys up to date with Cardano as well as so many other altcoins across the channel. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.